Good morning, extras. Welcome to the channel and to a new daily vlog on what is a sunny, warm Sunday morning in November. That's not something that you're going to hear us say very often. This is the UK. But I have been at home all morning working on the channel, doing some editing and stuff and some research. So I need to get myself outside, get myself some fresh air and take myself off for a walk. So let's go. Also, before we go, hello Mickey hoodie that I haven't fitted into for over a year. Hello weight loss. Oh yes. Now let's go for a walk. Just look at this. Absolutely glorious. I don't think I've ever experienced a November day in the UK quite this glorious. It is so warm. There's people in just t-shirts. I'm getting warm and I've just got a hoodie on. I haven't even got a t-shirt on underneath it. I think the weather app says it's like 16 Celsius, but the sun's shining, there's hardly any wind. It's like spring out here, it's amazing. So I'm going to make the most of it and carry on my walk and take in the fresh air because we don't get days like this very often in November. But every day like it makes the winter shorter, so I'm all for it to continue. So I'm back at home now and I've got a decision to make because... So, backstory, yesterday when we was decorating the bedroom, painting this wall behind us and everything, I started to get a bit of a cough and I didn't think anything of it because we were decorating, we were painting, we were moving furniture around and creating dust and all that sort of stuff, so I kind of put it down to the fact that we were doing all of those things and it was just dust and whatever. So this morning I woke up and I felt okay, and then I've been out for a walk, as you've just seen, and my chest doesn't feel right. I don't know how to explain it. It's a feeling I've never had. I feel like I should be wheezing when I breathe, but I'm not wheezing. There's something there. I've still got a cough. I would say I'm coughing 4 to 5 times an hour, but it's a very dry cough, but it's not in my throat, which is very unusual because normally if it's a dry cough I get it in my throat. If I get in my chest, because I do suffer with my chest if I get a cold or something, it's normally not a dry cough. It's very chesty, very mucousy, and it's not. And the other thing I've noticed today as well is I'm very dry. My skin feels very dry. My eyes feel a little bit dry around here. My mouth is very dry. I've been drinking so much water and herbal teas and stuff today. I just can't quench my thirst. And as I say, I'm still coughing. I've got a feeling in my chest. Something's not quite right. And obviously with everything going on at the moment, that is a potential symptom for the dreaded C word. But as I say, yesterday I just put it down to the dust, the paint, everything like that. But now looking back and thinking back in hindsight, when I went out for a run the other evening, I kind of had this feeling in my chest, a bit of a chesty feeling. But I kind of dismissed it then as well and put it down to the fact that it was cold the other day. Like, I know it's nice and warm today, but it was cold and the air was cold and crisp and clear, and where I was inhaling more when I was running and I was obviously breathing heavier, I kind of put it down to that. And now looking back, I'm wondering if maybe it wasn't that. And also the video that went up on YouTube today, Sunday, which was the one where we went to B&Q, if you saw that one, I actually say at the end of the video I wasn't sure if I felt 100%. Maybe I was just tired or something. So maybe looking back now, something has been slowly building and I can feel it. It's not right. So I'm due in the office tomorrow and I'm not sure that is the best thing for my colleagues. I don't know if I should be doing that. As I say, it's a potential symptom. I don't necessarily feel ill at the moment, but something isn't right. So I'm going to get myself onto the NHS 111 website. I'm going to read all the information, put what I'm feeling in there, see if I need to call anyone to speak to them, and see what it says, because I think if I say I've got a chesty feeling and a cough and a dry mouth and everything, that they're probably going to say I need to get a test. The thought of which makes me shudder with fear. Like the throat swab, I can deal with that. Having my brain poked, not okay with that in the slightest, but obviously if that's what needs to happen, that's what needs to happen. So let you know what they say, I guess. Okay, so I've been through and answered all the questions and everything, and it says I need to speak to a 111 nurse, so they've booked me in for a call, so I've got to wait for them to call me and talk through a little bit more. In the meantime, I've got to stay away from other people, so I guess until I've spoken to them, I have to self-isolate, I guess. It's not very clear. I'm going to read some more information on it anyway, and yeah, see what they say when I call them. But Josh should be home from work in about 45 minutes. And yeah, I guess I just wait for them to call now. A few hours later.
I don't even know what the time is right now.
The time is.
I put my watch somewhere.
8:28 in
28,
the evening.
and I've not even put my face in the camera. That's crazy.
Here it is.
I'm here. Hi, everybody.
So
It's been a day.
it has been a day.
How are you?
The day continues. Shortly after I recorded the last clip telling you that I had to wait for a call from an NHS nurse that could be up to 6 hours, they literally called. It took them 20 minutes from me completing the online thing actually a doctor calling me. I got a call from a doctor. I was on the phone for 40 minutes. It was a very long call. I was absolutely exhausted by the end of it because it was a lot of talking involved. He was giving me a lot of information. I got grilled. He was very nice though. Like, I got grilled in a nice way, like a bit of salmon. But yeah, so to cut a long story short, I have been told to self-isolate. He's got to self-isolate with me, and so is his mum. The entire household has to self-isolate. And what I've been told is that I have a classic timeline of COVID symptoms. In hindsight, when we think about everything, I had a bit of a temperature on Wednesday night. So I went to bed early, woke up on Thursday, didn't feel feverish at all. So I've been told that was probably the start. That's my first symptom, was Wednesday. And then it's taken a couple of days for this cough to develop and this chesty feeling to develop. The dry mouth and everything is consistent more with that than just a cold or something. Doesn't mean it is that. It could be many things, but this is why they're thinking it could be. And also, I've now also almost completely lost my sense of taste.
Even to the point where he drank his vinegar drink and he was like,
yeah, I drink vinegar, apple cider vinegar with lime juice tonight, and it was just like drinking a really weak squash. So I know something's not right, as I said to you. It might not be the dreaded C, it might be something else, but I do have to get a test. So they are sending me a home test kit, which should hopefully be here tomorrow.
if not Tuesday.
Tuesday at the latest. So I will know the second half of this week whether it is that or whether it's something else.
I, on the other hand, and my mum have no symptoms. Well,
as far as you know.
As far as we know.
There's so many different things that he ran through with me that could be a symptom of it, but it's very unlikely you're just going to have one thing. Like, he did say it tends to creep up on people, whereas a cold just hits you, and that's kind of what's happened here. But, you know, fingers crossed it's negative, and it's not. But I don't feel particularly ill. Touch wood.
I mean, there's wood right there, you could have just pressed
that. Touch wood, it's It's just that, and it'll be, if it is, then it's a mild case, and hopefully these guys don't develop any symptoms. But
That'd be better not.
we're doing what we need to do, staying in and not spreading it if it is.
Which is very hard for us because we're always out.
It is.
Always
and,
out and about.
At least the weather's forecast is pretty good, and we have a garden. But on a lighter note, there was something you wanted to share.
Yes, so yesterday we received a card through the mail, unexpectedly,
To our PO box.
to our PO box.
Oh,
So
I'm not
it
sure
was
I
from
trust you
one of
with
our
that.
patrons, Lee. So we had our very first Christmas card come through. He very kindly gifted us,
Santa looks very pleased with
Santa's
himself.
very pleased, an Amazon gift voucher.
Thank you very
So
much,
thank you
Lee.
so
It's
much.
Really,
We were
really
very
appreciated.
unexpected with that. We were like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But he actually wrote something really nice in there, and obviously we wanted to read it to you. Did you want to read it? Because you're better at reading aloud than I am.
I can do, yeah.
When I read aloud, I'm like, I read like a robot.
I feel like he had a premonition as well, because he said, I know this is early, what a year it has been. Oh boy.
Yes.
It has, and it
What a year.
continues. Thank you for bringing us some cheer with your vlogs. I think you could have some cheer too. It's come at the right time. So please have the voucher as a small token of my appreciation for all your hard work on your vlogs. Thanks, Lee. So we really appreciate that, Lee. We
Yeah.
don't expect anybody to send us anything. We set up the PO box because people kept asking us to, and we appreciate anything. Just the card would have been...
Even the message in
Yeah.
there is something we will obviously
The
always
message is more important than the voucher, to be honest, because that means we're doing something right and
Yeah.
somebody somewhere is getting
cherish.
enjoyment.
What was the word you used? It's
It's the biggest compliment.
That's it. It's the biggest compliment
Yeah.
to know
So,
that.
thank you. I need a coffee.
I feel like I need to go. It's really hot. Like, it's just in here. It's very hot. I need to go out there.
Okay. I need a coffee. Here we go, sweet pea.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, shit, fuck.
It's hot.
It is rather hot.
So, we've had our coffee. I don't know why I bothered because I couldn't taste it anyway. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. We shall find out soon enough. So, we're going to get into bed.
Sorry.
We're going to get into bed now because it's very late. Joshua! Have you finished?
Yeah.
We're going to get into bed because it's very late and we're tired and we need to get some sleep for whatever the week coming might bring. So we're going to do that. So thank you for watching. I'd like to say I hope you've enjoyed it, but I kind of hope you haven't.
Not the best.
But don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and keep up to date with what's happening, because we will certainly be keeping you up to date. So thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you in another daily vlog tomorrow. Take care, stay safe. We'll see you then. Good night.